this love genuine? When our eyes align, girl, it blows my mind. You light my fire. I'm so glad that you're mine. You're all that I want, all that I need, all that I hope for, all that I see, all that I want, all that I need, all that I hope for, all that I see, all that I want, all that I need, all that I hope for, all that I see, all that I want, all that I need. You're all that I hope for, all that I see. Such great love to find. This love of my life. And life feels sublime. And our love genuine. All my life I knew I find my match in you. So let's light up on time. I'm so glad that you're mine. You're all that I want, all that
All right, everybody. It is Tuesday, 8 o'clock p.m., and it is time for Earl Grey Tuesday, or soon to be changed, the Tuesday Smoking Chat. And once again, it's me. It's the VINCE, and I hope everybody's doing all right tonight. As far as to how my week is going, as expected, this is the final day of the month, and generally I get this is when I usually get a lot of Christmas returns, so I've actually gotten a lot more than usual as far as Christmas returns, so it looks like the Great One is going to have a new Conair massager and a couple of other things. Some stuff I'm just going to send back to distributor. Some of it is going to go to my house here because I can always use a couple things, Especially since I'm going to go back to work on 12th, I'm going to need a massager anyway. So, one of those little seat massagers and stuff. Going to have one for the office too as well. But tonight will be the smoke and chat. There will be some light reaction videos, and I do mean light. But the whole thing is getting back to the basics as far as the why my live streams were so popular. So, gotta take off the hat first. Oh boy. But that's the way that's the way this will play out. Although I am going to, before I have a request to actually have it played, I'll play I'll go and play the conversation that I did have with Cuban in just a minute, because I know some of you guys are going to ask me about it, so I may as well, get things out of the way, and stuff. How many twinks? 0. 0. So tonight, folks, I have some of that nice little cognac, decaf coffee, because Pugman told me to cut down on the caffeinated stuff, so I'm taking his advice, not drinking as much caffeinated coffee as I used to. And, of course, I have back my Perdomo Fresco cigars. Now, you may notice it's a little bit brighter. It's because I got the new light in here, so hopefully that helps out a bit. Oh, yeah, I'm aware that McCuck has shirts up, That's after I tore up his buddy... Cuban the other day. Business running slow? No, it's still packed. It's just that, you always get, when you run a business, you always get Christmas returns, and these are a big headache. Then I got the Celtic sea salt. Stuff is constrained. Just a typical January bullshit. That's why they always say in January, at the beginning of the year, it always starts in the red. So it's just normal. So I'm just used to it. It's just a lot more returns than usual. So, yeah, well. People can't seem to make up their minds for gifts and Christmas. They should have gotten gift cards from me instead. That's right. The Great One does have gift cards. Why, yes, it is indeed that guy. It is illegal to do it. But folks, tell me in the chat, what are you folks drinking and what are you smoking? And once I light up, I'll go ahead and play that thing with Cuban and stuff, so that way I can get that out of the way and enjoy my smoke, mean, they're pretty good design shirts here. But I can't have people selling shirts for pictures of me for $19.99. That's kind of expensive for a shirt to sell for $20. What do you think, folks? Should someone buy a T-shirt for like $20? I mean, if he sold them at like $9.99, that's how much I think a shirt should cost. You know what I mean? It should not cost like freaking that kind of money. That's way too much to charge for a shirt. So I don't want my name associated with someone selling expensive shirts. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. I'm already taking care of that. Don't worry. That's a issue that I can easily take care of. No, he's gonna lose a lot of money. Trust me, all will be taken care of. But folks, tell me in the chat below, what are you drinking? Or what are you smoking? What are you drinking? I didn't cross the line last night. Yeah, I can. I mean, I could turn around and put pictures of McCuck on a shirt, but I think I would have better luck putting Gorlak the Destroyer on there. You see, you could put my name on the shirt because my name matters. Putting my shirt on for McCuck, they're gonna be like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? It doesn't matter. No, that situation will be dealt with pretty soon. So don't worry about that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and light this up here. I mean, Minstone is upset because I hung up on Cuban. That's because I don't really give a damn about his live stream. Plus, my fellow piss trooper said I should do the exact same thing I did last time and just hang up on him abruptly mid-sentence. So, you gotta add extra piss to Lake Genova sometimes, folks. Yeah, I'm back to my good old Perdomo frescoes. It's been a long time, baby. So, All right. So now that I got my cigar lit, let's check this old beautiful beam footage out. Ain't he beautiful?
Let's try this again. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm sure you guys want all this. He's gonna explain what alpha is. Yes, my fat finger.
Oh no, KCB, it's just that They mark these up way high. I don't ever smoke floor sweepings. They're always going to be premium, but plus they were out of these too. So at the shop I usually get them at.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Oh, he was making some really racist and gay comments and stuff and homophobic stuff, which I don't really care about, but, you know. My fellow piss troopers was telling me what he was saying, so I figured I'd have a little conversation. Oh, that's a good idea.
Female maniac, I'm McCuck's sister. I wouldn't say that to anybody.
Is this the video?
The trolls are fucking unrelenting. There we go. Let's try again. Yeah, okay. Now let's try again. Vince, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
We can't see you.
That's because I got the lights out. I'm up here watching TV.
Vince, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. The question is, how are you doing?
I'm well. Backyard doing a live, got a fire going.
That's nice. Got anything to say to me?
Other than whatever argument that you have as far as McCuck, you're not going to win.
Why is that?
Because the only argument you have left now is the monetization. Don't think for a moment that he's not planning on doing something that he will get monetized, whether the channel that he has right now or another channel. It's the only argument you got left.
There was never an argument there. You want to know why?
Never. There was never an argument.
You want to know why? Because I've been pulling the strings like Pinocchio.
Oh.
When I said jump, how high? He's only trying to impress me. He spent all this time with getting 1,000 views just because I said so. Did you ever stop to think about that? And I just sat back and just watched him.
No, Vince. I never thought of you as a puppet master. No.
First time for everything. I mean, I was in management at Verizon, so I was in customer relations, so I know how to deal with people. But forget about McCuck.
Okay.
Don't you have something that you need to tell me?
I got nothing to tell you, Vince. I'm not. What is there to tell you?
I mean, he's up there talking shit on the stream. I had watched his streams for quite some time, you know, so. I'm going to show you guys another video, too, in just a minute. And it'll give a proper explanation as far as to why I don't like McCuck.
You've already decided that I don't have alpha credentials. So what is it that I could tell you, Vince?
You don't have, so you're admitting that you don't have alpha credentials, correct?
No, I'm not gay.
I said you're admitting that you do not have alpha credentials.
But, so, you're saying, now hold on a minute, just so we verify with the audience. Are you saying that alpha credentials are as what
Good
you have
ass tonight.
stated as far as jobs? That's what will give me alpha credentials?
That's correct. You've heard my definition of alpha. If you have done a job or task that could possibly cause you serious bodily injury or death. College football, roofing, corrections, law enforcement. Have you done any of that?
No.
No.
Have you ever done water treatment or wastewater treatment?
You know, it took me all the might that I had possibly not to laugh at the fact that he's trying to get me to say that working in wastewater treatment is alpha, you know.
Wastewater treatment?
Wastewater treatment or water treatment. Have you done either one of those?
No.
You may want to look into that.
Why? That's a pretty relatively safe job as long as you don't fall in the water.
By the way, folks, I had it dark on purpose so that way you can see my white teeth, you know, one of those little classic 1920s type things. So
not so much the wastewater.
No.
Not so much the wastewater. You may want to do some research on that.
Well, speaking of which, some of the trolls, and I'm not sure whether they were trolling me or not, but they said that you told them that you can kick my ass. So, Cuban, can you kick my ass? Do you think you can beat me in a fight?
I don't think I'm in any position to kick any man's ass, and I never said such a thing.
Bullshit. He said it.
Do you think I can beat your ass? Yes or no?
Probably.
It's not a question. It's not an answer. Answer the question. Do you think you can beat my ass?
I'm not looking to beat your ass, and I wouldn't try to do it.
Yes or no? I can beat your ass. I'm telling you I can beat your ass. Can you beat my ass? Yes or no?
Vince, why do you want to go there, Vince?
Have a good night.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Talking to him is like talking to a fucking woman. Can you beat my ass?
You know, I should have said that he should cut off that stupid Babalu music that he's playing. Yeah, I did wish him a good night, you know. But, you know, it's appropriate that I actually hang up on someone like this, you know. Now, Minstone, if you're still here, you know, you've been complaining about, or Tater Tot, whatever, you know. You've been complaining about why do I hate Mr. Gabriel Sorry so much. I'll go ahead and explain it here. Give me just a minute. Someone had actually sent me this a very, very long time ago. And this was a very long time ago, folks.
Omegatron 66, yes, it's got...
I want y'all to check this shit out here. Now, look exactly what he's wearing. He's wearing a neo-Nazi cap, you know? And he's Hispanic. He's a freaking Mexican, you know? If he was down in Auschwitz or so forth, they would throw him in the oven second, you know? In fact, the Jew would go in the oven, then the Hispanic, then finally my black ass would go in the oven. So he would be second in line at the oven in Nazi Germany. And this dumb motherfucker is wearing a Nazi hat.
Omegatron 66, yes, it's got some German symbols. This is of what the SS recruits would receive, along with a booklet.
You see this mess, folks? He's wearing you see this stuff?
A Jewish hat? No, it's a Nazi hat. So, JPUS1, you think that the Nazis and the Jews, they're the same thing?
That's fantastic. There you go. Does that answer your question? It's the real deal. This was sent to me by a fan in Australia.
Yeah, I mean, KCB, my black ass would go in the oven at Nazi Germany, you know? That's why I wouldn't wear one of those hats. He's Hispanic. He's not Aryan. He has no Aryan. He has not one drop of Aryan blood in him. You know what I mean? No drop of Aryan blood whatsoever, and he's wearing a Nazi hat.
His name is Bubba Emu Matthew. He loves father. He loves steel. Good guy. Used to play he used to play professional rugby.
Nigger, 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 nigger.
Jay Masters quotes checking in.
Now, you see, folks, I don't mind Jay Masters saying that, you know, or anything like that because he's drunk. Cuban is sober. I mean, he's Hispanic. He's Cuban, you know. Although Tater Tot or Mintstone, he referred to him as a Mexican, you know. That's the thing about Cubans. Cubans don't like being called Mexicans. They think they're better than Mexicans. Well, they're not, you know. The only difference is that Mexicans walked across the border and Cubans took a speedboat across the border to our country. They just got to our country differently. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got on a boat too, but you know that was hundreds of years ago. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. We came to this country just like the Vikings, except that the Vikings didn't have to wear seatbelts. And this is why I like a Perdomo fresco for. You know, I miss these. Look at the ash on this thing. And no, it's not burning fast or anything. It's just it'll slow down in the middle of it. It just looks like it's burning fast because I'm leaving that ash up here. But this is the sign of a quality cigar, folks. Oh, God. And you know what, folks? The best part about it is I had a coupon at Cigars International for I got $20 off. Then I had another one for free shipping. So these cigars, I get 20. They come in bundles of 25. That means each cigar was just $3 a cigar. $3 for a cigar that normally runs about $10 if you buy them in singles. This is just a Robusto, so it's going to be like a 45-minute smoke, KCB. All right, folks, enough of that. Get your questions in. Oh, he is beta. I mean, folks, let me ask you guys a question. If you were Hispanic, would you wear a Nazi cap? Would you? No. He's just a dumbass. That's how I first learned about Cuban. Other than the fact that everyone was telling me that he was trashing me for months. But enough of him. I'm going to enjoy my cigar, you know. I just wanted to get that out of the way because people were going to ask me about Cuban. And about that conversation I had. But you guys see how big of a pussy he is. Real men don't stutter with, Oh, Lamar would destroy him. I mean, there's not one drop of Aryan blood in him whatsoever. Not one drop of Aryan blood, and he's gonna go and put that stupid hat on. Oh, no worries. I mean, I was gonna put it up there anyway, just to, so that way I could properly enjoy my smoke and chat with you guys. By the way, folks, be sure to thank Pugman for the show. Look at that ash, man. Look at that. But I'm going to break it off so it doesn't... Well, there it went. I was trying to see how long I can do it, so... Oh, well. But, folks, that's a sign of a premium cigar. And like I said, because I bought them in a bundle with my discounts, $3, folks. $3 for one of these. He's doing boxing? Yeah, let's check it out. Hold on. Where'd he go? We'll come back to that in just a minute. So, Alpha credentials, you got AIDS. That's nice to hear. Yes, black folks did serve in the in Nazi Germany. But did Hispanics? No. I'll tell you one thing, those are some dumbass niggas, that's for sure. If given the opportunity, they would have been thrown in the oven too. And some of them were thrown in the oven. But all they were, I mean, all they were really was just cannon fodder. The blacks that joined in the Nazi Germany, you won't find any of them alive afterwards. No, he's welcome to stay, Ben. As long as he doesn't cause too much trouble. Oh, there he is. His real name is Gabriel Sori, actually. But folks, while we watch Lamar box, get your questions in. Oh, Lamar's boxing. He's getting ready for his match. That's the proper way to practice in boxing. Not that stuff McCuck was doing. By hitting the bag like that, he's working on his endurance. Hey, Pug, what's up? Joel up there trying to goad him into a fight. Now, I ain't gonna fight Lamar, but if he wins his match, I'm down there, you know, we and him will have a drink or so forth there. What do you guys think about Lamar's boxing? Uh-oh. Sorry I had to cut that out there. Was about to get flagged by YouTube for streaming a stream. But after the show ends, if Lamar's still streaming, I'll be in the chat. Y'all can hang out with me as well. I mean, it's a good way, Joe. It's a good way for him to work on his endurance. Oh no, Tim, let him stay. He can stay all he wants. I don't think either one of those is Cuban or looks like some new account. Oh well. But folks, get your questions in. If you wish to put a donation in, you can, but be sure to smash the like button. Want to enjoy my cigar? Like I said, folks, I miss these Perdomo frescoes. Oh, I'm here. I've not put you in timeout yet. No, I didn't run away from him. I just hung up on him. I mean, my fellow piss troopers like it when I just abruptly just hang up on them. The great one says, it doesn't matter who it is or not. But I like Mintstone. He's alright. As long as he doesn't trash my stream, that's fine. God, I love these cigars. The decaf coffee, not so much, but, you know, like I said, Pug said for me to cut down on caffeine, and he's right, actually. I agree with him on that. I drink way too much caffeinated coffee. Oh yeah, when I go to Delray Beach, I'll check out everyone. I may even do the chicken wing eating contest with Jay if he's around. Heck, just imagine how minty it would be for me to actually have the chicken wing eating contest. I think that would be pretty cool. The problem with Cuban is he thinks he's white, you know? He's not Aryan. He is not an Aryan. That's what I don't like about Cuban. Me, I'm black. I know I'm black. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to act like some of the nignogs out in the street with their pants hanging down and slacking and everything like that. But at the same time, I'm not going to go and pretend that I'm white. Or Aryan. Doesn't matter if I have that I'm a percentage Italian or anything like that. Y'all know what the one drop rule is, you know. If you have one drop of Negro blood in you, use a Negro. Period. Just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. Doesn't matter if I got any Sicilian in me. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. I'm going to still have a low credit score. Oh no, I got my Perdomo ashtray. I've been taunting him and leading him on and stuff, saying that he's going to get demonetized and that he couldn't do that. He's up there trying all he wants. It is possible. That's another reason why I go by Vince as well, other than my wrestling name. I still have to have some level of some of my roots. You know what I'm saying? And damn it, I can make a good ass Sunday gravy like a motherfucker. But you know, it's still the one drop rule, folks. The one drop rule. If you have one drop of Negro blood in you, if you have one drop of Hispanic blood, you're not white. You're not Aryan. Period. You're none of them. Oh, I don't watch those love story movies. The only time I watch love story movies, Dragon, is if I'm with a date. You know what I mean? If I'm with a date, yeah, I'll watch one of those lovey-dovey type things. I met Viscera before. Oh, I always like cotton bed sheets. I mean, I couldn't imagine sleeping on polyester. Why do you think I'm a top major YouTuber? Because I bring the funny. And my subscribers are real. Let me show you guys something here. Let me tell you that in here. Hold on. Check this out, folks. See, my channel has a B- on it. See, even though I have a so-called low amount of subscribers, I have a lot of views. See? Mine's ranked at a B-. Now let's take a look at Kenny KO, for example. His is only slightly more than mine with a B+, but he gets a lot of views, mostly from shorts. And we got Vegan Gains. His is also a B- like mine. See, Social Blade will let you know what's what on things. See, his rank is the same as mine. And the reason being, folks, is I don't inflate my numbers as far as subscribers. People actually watch my videos. Well, you asked and I answered. Ah, cool. I can't put my hand up. I'm not natty. In fact, I got to take my Seepinate tomorrow. Anyway. Got to get my drugs in, baby. Woo! But you see, no matter what someone inflates their amounts are, let me show you this here. Oh, no, I'll show y'all that later. Show McCucks. Okay. What is it? Modern day Winston Churchill. Oh, his is a B- too. Good job, McCuck. It's not making $448. All of it's shorts. But hey, he's doing pretty good. He needs to keep up that hard work. Eventually, he'll trigger the old YouTube mechanism and... Well, I have a prescription and stuff, so it's like $30. It's not that much. If you have a legitimate prescription, Blaha, you don't have to pay much for. And $30 is a 3-month supply, by the way. Which steroid is the least damaged hair? I have no clue, really. Steroids in general will damage your hair no matter which one you take. It just really, I mean, different people vary as far as to the side effects of the stuff. Yeah, we could watch it once I finish my cigar. I mean, I could use my military discounts here, but no. Because I didn't complete the my army time of duty for 5 years. I didn't complete that for medical issues. Because I didn't, I don't feel that I'm worthy enough to actually use that military stuff. So I just ignore it. I don't go in stores and asking for military discounts, you know. The people that should take hold of military discounts is people who have truly served. Like my brother, he served 10 years. He was in Iraq. He was at the Oklahoma City bombing, you know, and stuff. And I love my brother, you know. People who have really done time. There's a guy on Get Big. God, what is his name? He always spouts about black Israelites and stuff, but he served his time in the military, so that's respectful. All right, Tim, you have a good night. But yeah, folks, if you didn't complete your time in the military or so forth, then you shouldn't take advantage of military discounts just because you're in. You see, to take advantage of military discounts, all you have to do is just sign up and take the oath, and you automatically get those discounts. I don't really feel as though I'm worthy of actually doing that. So, thanks. Yeah, folks, in life, never try to claim you're someone when you're not. I mean, for me, doing something like that would be akin to, like, stolen valor, for example. To use military discounts that you've not earned. But yeah, I did serve in the military for a short period of time. I can literally bayonet both Cuban and McCuck to death. You know. Butt stroke to the head series. Move. Kill. Folks, I'm going to take a piss. I'm going to be right back. But, you know, I love my brother, you know. You know, the funny thing is, my brother looks exactly like Vegan Gaines whenever he was his age. His name is also Richard. And he's also a vegan, too. You know. Being in the military and serving your country is alpha, folks. Hey, what's up, Robert? I mean, I said I could, you know. They do teach bayonet training in the Army, so. They also taught it in They didn't teach it in ROTC where I was at, so. It's possible that Blaha served in the military and they threw him out or something. I don't know. But I'm definitely not going to claim any military discounts and stuff. No, I ain't going to do that. No, they did? They were at the gym? Oh, no, you passed by them, I guess, in their vehicle. Were they riding on those little shitty bicycles or in that little electric car? Oh, by the way, I think Jasmine lost her job or something. People are telling me she got fired, but she no longer works at that coffee place. I think she was working at Tim Hortons. I've never been to Tim Hortons because that's a Canadian thing, but I've had the Tim Hortons coffee. They sell it at Walmart. It's not too bad. No, I got filters. A lot of times in the morning time, I smoke outside on my patio, Tim. I think Blaha makes up more stories. Cuban's never made up anything. I mean, he's never made up any stories about anything. I don't think I've ever heard McCuck ever make up anything, neither. Yeah, I was in the live. I was watching the live too there, Robert. He was definitely stealing the bicycle. I'm not sure why Lenny didn't do anything about it. I would have called the cops. Or at least told them, like, hey, you know. I mean, they did lie. Well, on the other hand, both Cuban and McCuck did lie about being alphas and talking all this man stuff, you know. You see, I'm going to be straight up with people. I am a homosexual. I enjoy the company of other men, you know, and stuff. And I've been there and done that. If I tell you I did something, I did it. You know what I mean? You want to know why, folks? It's very difficult to lie. Because eventually you get caught with your words and stuff. You know what I mean? So why lie about things that you've done in your life? Makes no sense. This stuff catches up with you after a while. I'm just curious, how much money would have McCuck earned if he just had nothing but shorts? With shorts, folks, they only pay 13 cents for every 1,000 views on shorts. So let's take 112, divide it by 1,000, and then times it by 0.13. So McCuck would have made $14.56 if he did nothing but shorts each month and was monetized. That's not too bad, really. Yeah, him and Cuban called themselves Alpha.
Vince, have you heard Richard has been sleeping 18 hours a day from the medication he's on.
Hoopy Doop with a $3 donation. Yeah, I watched Veganism Exposes videos. That's not a good sign that he's sleeping 18 hours. That's a lot of sleep. That's hard to believe, too. The only time that you would sleep that much is if you're on a drug bend or something. No, definitely Cuban. Cuban thinks he's alpha because he worked in wastewater management and he takes care of his kids and stuff and his family. I'm like, you're supposed to work for a living. Wastewater treatment is relatively safe, you know. I've never heard of anyone dying from wastewater, working in wastewater. And you're supposed to take care of your kids. You're supposed to pay child support. You're supposed to do these things. That's called being a responsible adult. Well, Robert, it depends on the video itself. That's why I'm building the Home Business King channel and getting that monetized next month. For the type of channel I have, which is comedy, I get about $3 for every 1,000 views on long views. I get 13 cents for every 1,000 views on shorts. Lives are the same as long view. They pay $2.99. Now, once I get the Home Business King channel monetized, I'll get $10 for every 1,000 views. And part of that, Robert, is with giving out financial advice, advertisers like Amex can actually advertise. So that's why it makes more money. That's why a lot of people do video game channels, because video games also pay a lot per 1,000 views. But I don't really get much money off of YouTube itself. The real money is when people go to my website, vincegoodrum.com. Whenever they click on those ads, I get a high pay for that. Oh, neither one of them are ever going to fight me. McCuck said he would pull a gun on me, and I'd probably shove it up his ass, but, you know, it's never a good idea to, you know, be unarmed and go up against someone with a weapon, you know. Just pussies. Real men just need to duke it out, you know. Y'all seen the movie Friday. This is all you need in the world. If you need to do this here, you're a pussy. You know what I mean? That's why I think sometimes we have too many guns in this country. I think having a lot of guns, you know, you lose a little bit of your manhood, you know. Now, it's not a problem having guns for hunting and stuff like that. But, I mean, but then you got other people that just like, you know. But it is a dangerous world out there. People are just pulling out guns left and right and stuff. I mean, I'm not allowed to own a gun anyway, so. Hey, Hamburg. Yes, they teach all that in basic training there, Dragon. But they focus more on the stuff. Looks like that's the end of the cigar. So remember, folks, twist, not jab. That way the smoke doesn't go and hit you in the face. Yeah, I'm not allowed to own a gun. I think I've mentioned that before. That is true, but he finished it off with a fight there, Andy. Besides, Debo also picked up the same stuff. No, I'm not an innovator of anything there, Quick Pump. I've just sold general goods and did personal training and stuff. And nutritional consulting. But that was only when I was selling supplements. Yeah, I would recruit Hamburg. Alright, folks, let's go and watch a little video. I know you guys, I want to show you guys this bike theft thing. Check this stuff out here, folks. Now, clearly, he's actually stealing the bike, you know. Because otherwise, if he wasn't stealing the bike, he would have simply unlocked it and went. But look what he's doing. Just literally stealing the bike.
What happened? You locked your, you don't have your lock? You don't have your key? So you gotta have somebody cut that off, right? What do you need help with? Is that your bike? Sure. I think you need to cut it off. I mean, even if you take out the wheel, you're still not going to be able to pull a bike out.
Yes, Quick Pump, I've participated in fitness company equipment. I did that in the early days, but nowadays I sell body solid equipment.
What's that? Why don't you just wait and get a bolt cutter?
I don't want it. I just want to take it. I got a key home. just gonna take my front wheel off, so what I gonna do?
He's obviously stealing that bike. That doesn't make any bit of sense whatsoever. His story is not even adding up whatsoever.
And what's the sense in taking the tire off?
That's what I don't want anybody to see.
I don't know. I think it's pretty safe here. I mean, they do got cameras in these stores.
Ghost 66 with a $1.99 donation. I don't think he'll probably let me on a live stream in a while, for a while at least. I think there won't be one from him.
I don't know. I think if I was you, I would just go get the key.
Can we react to this after? TFP Student Action 2023 debate highlights.
I definitely appreciate the donation there, Ghost 66. Is he letting the air out on that? He is letting the air out. Parabody is a different company from Body Solid. They're two completely different companies there, Quick Pump. I can't believe he just stole that bike and Lenny's not doing anything about it. I'll have to hop into one of his live streams and talk to him about it.
I'm doing a video from my phone. Yeah. That's it? No. Well, maniacs see this kind of thing. If he's stealing it, that's a very cookie cutter move. But if he's claims he's taking it, I don't understand why he's taking it home. He says that, you know, he's going to get his key at home, but it seems very suspicious to me. And that's a hell of a thing for anybody that locks their bicycle up. Not mentioning any names, but we shall.
Go 66 with another $1.99 donation. Yes, and you are the 10th super on a live stream. Most of the time I use Streamlab donations and stuff, but it's good to have, so I definitely appreciate donation.
I'll see you.
What do you guys think? That was just ridiculous. That's just plain ridiculous. He's up there clearly stealing the bike. Now, recently, Ronnie Coleman, he was getting his steps to recovery and stuff like that, so we're going to go ahead and watch that next. So, hang tight. Let's see what we got here.
This video is brought to you by Ronnie Coleman Signature Series. RCSS is your one-stop shop for everything you need to build your own legacy at the gym. Make sure to check out my supplement shop on Amazon and use the code BigRun10 for 10% off. All right, now back to the video. Yeah, buddy. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Ron.
Yeah, that's a nice place to go to, Mad Recovery Center.
Yeah, I'm out here at the Mad Recovery Center.
So he's actually overseas getting this type of treatment. So I wonder if he's going to stay over there for a little while or so. I'm not for sure.
In Abu Dhabi, and we're about to get some treatment done. Yeah, buddy. There you go.
How is your pain levels as of today?
It is so sad to see Ronnie in that wheelchair. Oh yeah, the body solid leverage stuff is really good. I used to sell a lot of that back in the day. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't sell that much body solid equipment. I mean, I may get 1 or 2 orders every couple of months or so. Part of the reason is everyone's getting these Peloton bikes and getting this other equipment. So very few people are getting, regular gym home equipment, Well, I wish all the best for your uncle there, KCB. I hate seeing Ronnie in this condition. I really do.
Today is not too bad at all.
How's your movement, generally speaking?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you see some of the workouts I do, I'm not, really restricted in no way.
I'm going to assume you get some discomfort in the middle of your back.
Okay.
Yeah?
No.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Muscle tone is actually okay. I'm guessing when you try to stand up straight, this is where you feel a little bit of restriction.
Right? Yeah.
Okay. Could I just try and see your range when you try to stand? Just what is your range if you try to stand up straight?
This is
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. And these are your compression socks, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. See, this needs a lot of work over here. I feel that feels quite tender when I...
It's not painful though.
It's not tender whatsoever?
Mm-mm.
That's super restricted. But you feel how tight that is, yeah?
Yeah.
It's probably due to all the back surgeries he's had. He's had so many of them. He did say one of them really messed up his back, so...
No tenderness whatsoever?
No.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply some cream and tool. So you're gonna feel a little cold.
Okay.
Right. And so this is a scraping tool, so this helps to open up tissue.
Oh, okay.
Have you tried this before?
No.
No? Okay. So you've seen earlier the sensation of how stiff these muscles on the inside kind of were, right?
Yeah.
So by the time we're done, they're going to loosen up quite nicely because they're just really...
Yeah, he does look a lot shorter there, Robert. Of course, he wasn't able to stand up straight. I'm sure if he was able to stand up straight, he would look a lot taller.
Restricted from the sitting position?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he definitely has a compressed back, that's for sure.
Because then your hip kind of takes that pelvic position, and it's very tilted to the front. It's like an anterior pelvic tilt is what we call it.
Oh, okay.
Can you increase the near infrared to 85? And then we'll do a total of 10 minutes. We'll start off with that and we'll see how it loosens up. I'm a big fan of red light. A lot of people don't understand that red light is a nutrient that more or less feeds your cells.
Yeah.
So something that's restricted, lacks blood flow.
Well, Walter, chances are it's probably Cuban. He was setting up Jay Masters' t-shirt stuff there, so it doesn't really matter who it is. I mean, anytime someone's selling an image, you know, I can send a legal notice and they can tell me who did it, but
tissue quality or in general.
Chances are I'll probably just steal the images and just sell them myself, besides the AIDS shirt. I don't think anyone wants to walk around with an AIDS shirt or anything like that, you know. But I like the home bed frame king, you know. I've actually tied up guys to the bed to my old bed frame. Not that one because it's now flat, but, you know, I have done that before.
Cells in that area, if they're a little bit dysfunctional or lacking, this is like a really nice boost for them. Because red light acts as a stimulant to your energy factors, which is what we call mitochondria. And the healthier and happier they are, the healthier and happier everything in the areas are. So something that's had some surgery or had some scar tissue will obviously have some restrictions. We'll mess around with the fascia, which more or less moves everything. And obviously, every time you come to train, or if you want to break down that tissue, it doesn't necessarily heal as properly as it should. So red light's one of those great additions that even if you have one at home, just applying it to tight or sore muscles, even if it's post training, will give you quite a lot of relief.
It's getting real hot.
Alright, so we're gonna do some very basic needling. Okay, have you ever had that done before?
So he's going to do some acupuncture now. Acupuncture would be good for Ronnie's situation, to be honest with you. Good old Eastern medicine always works pretty well. I mean, you guys have seen the movie Hard to Kill, right? Where Steven Seagal was doing that. Acupuncture is pretty good.
Acupuncture and healing? Yeah. Something you've had that done?
Yeah.
Right, okay. There you go.
You doing all right, Ron?
Oh yeah, I'm doing good.
How you feeling?
All good.
Do you do any cold exposure, like cryotherapy or a plunge?
I did a little bit. I used to cry.
In case you guys are wondering, he's probably getting this treatment for free, including the travel trip and stuff like that, because obviously this would be good advertising for his business to be treating, you know, a multi-Mr. Olympia. So, I mean, at the very least, it's good for Ronnie to get this type of treatment. No, that's just acupuncture. I've had acupuncture before, KCB. Acupuncture is really good for the back and for loosening up the nerves. Eastern medicine is pretty awesome.
Out there all the time.
Hold on. Keep at it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And I prefer nitrogen-based over water-based.
Oh, okay.
It's less of a shock. You get better antioxidant secretions, which is what you need. Keep your tissue healthy and fight off inflammation.
How do you think that could be done?
If you're going to do, and this is what a lot of people unfortunately don't do it the proper way, the protocols are not in place. If you're going to do a water plunge, make sure you rest 24 hours a day after.
Oh, okay.
To actually benefit from the plunge.
Oh, okay.
If you're going to do nitrogen based, you can do it before a workout, after workout, doesn't matter. The difference is if you do a cold plunge, it only shocks you, so you get the anti-inflammatories like noradrenaline and adrenaline, those get secreted from your adrenal glands, and so that's your natural anti-inflammatory. But you don't get the antioxidant secretion. Now when you come to do nitrogen based, because the temperature is really low and your body has time to adapt, so it's not a shock.
Oh, okay.
So after a while, staying in there for 3 minutes and slowly getting colder, your body then secretes happy hormones and the antioxidants. Now if you do those 7 days in a row, you accumulate.
Well, Ghost, we really can't talk too much about gear. I can only give general information, but I can't give stack information. That's against YouTube policies.
A very important antioxidant called serum oxidase, and that's very, very important for healing in general.
Oh, okay.
So yes. Just give it a moment. slightly better extension.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of muscle loss in this, and I could feel that.
Yeah, a lot.
So
a whole lot.
trying to stay in touch to see how we can just continue some of this basic stuff, because some of it, after we do these releases, 2 to 3 releases are required at least. But then, you know, applying some of this, doing the red light, the patches I put on, this is how we can maintain the work that we've done.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, in 30 minutes, we've already got a little bit more range of motion. In time, by training and strengthening and correcting, things will get back into place.
Yeah.
Your tissue is just restricted. I think it's not an issue with your spine anymore.
Oh, yeah?
It's
That's
just tissue.
tissue?
Yeah, it's just tissue.
Wow.
Right.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. What's going on? Big Ron here.
That is actually a pretty good thing, and I certainly hope Ronnie gets back to walking. Well, no, he was crouched down, Ghost. I mean, he's probably about an inch or two shorter because of the back compression. That I can actually see, but again, he wasn't standing up all the way. Plus, that guy appears to be pretty tall anyway, so.
Here, and we are at the Mad Recovery Center. I want to highly recommend anybody that's going through what I'm going through. Mad Recovery Center is the place to be. Yeah, this is my good friend Amir, and he performed some real good techniques on me that make me feel a whole lot better right now. If anybody out there in need, I highly recommend the Mad Recovery Center. And if y'all want to see more content out there, all you gotta do is like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, buddy. I appreciate you guys watching this. And if you want more videos like this, be sure to comment and subscribe.
Yeah, I didn't have much faith in the, as far as that's concerned, but they're doing acupuncture and red light stuff, and that actually is pretty good for the back there, folks. No, I've never tasted the rainbow. Sorry, but I don't get down with the, I don't get down with brown. Now, I have eaten out a girl's cooch before. I will say that, you know. Be like, you know. You do that to a woman there, she's going to open up like a flower, you know. I mean, she really will. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Going to get some more water. Actually, in fact, I actually forgot to bring water, so give me just a minute, folks. It'll be just a quick second. I filled up some water earlier, but I left it in the living room, so be right back. There we go. That's awesome. So you got my water now, so. Well, KCB, getting replacement spines are about maybe 40 or 50 years away, and I don't think Ronnie's going to make it to that particular point. Not even myself, you know. Unless they start putting heads in the jar. How old is Ronnie Coleman? I mean, Ronnie Coleman, he turned 60 in May, actually. So he'll be 60 years old in May, and replacement spines, that's like decades away. I mean, he can definitely afford it, but, you know. But, you know, these guys are getting up in age. Well, I competed as a drug-free bodybuilder, Ghost, although I did use some pretty weird stuff. if you know what I mean. Now I'm going to go ahead and review this next.
But you can't tell me how many.
Hang tight. Because someone put in a donation for me to review this here, so... Abortion stuff.
Genders there are.
Can I ask you a question? Sure. Is there a threat to capitalism in this country? In this country, a death tax. I mean, because like socialism.
Isn't the human life more precious than money? Human nature is binary.
No, it isn't.
Male and female. Yes, it is. It's stamped on every cell of your body. And that's basic biology.
No, it is.
I bet you can't tell me how many genders there are.
That's one question that always irritates me, you know, is the how many genders. Folks, there's only... Folks, you guys want to know how many genders there are? Just 2. You know. But if you, I mean, but all these other people say there are more than 2 genders. Okay, how many? No one can tell me how many genders. There's no such thing as unlimited amount of genders. It's bullshit, you know. There's only 2 genders. And it's not homophobic to say that there's only 2 genders. And it's definitely not racist. And you got these super right-wingers that want you to go and say there's more than one gender and stuff like that. And that's bullshit, you know. I'm not going to insult my science teacher, who was also gay, by the way, because even my gay science teacher told me that there were only 2 genders, you know, and this was back in the 90s, you know. See, gay people back in my day didn't put up with bullshit like this here. But there's only 2 genders, folks, just 2, not 10 or 20 or anything. There's only 2 genders, okay? The only other gender that's actually out there, which doesn't apply to human beings, is asexual. That's a worm, okay? That is a worm or a paramecium or something. Those are asexual creatures, okay? But as far as human beings are concerned, there's only 2 genders, you know? Even if you cut your balls off or so forth, that doesn't make you a hermaphrodite.
Male and female.
No, it's not binary. You keep saying that as if it's true. It doesn't make it true.
It is true. It is true. That's what's in the biology books.
No, it's what's in the Bible.
No, it's in the biology.
It's also in biology books. That's where that comes from.
No, it isn't. I can hand you 4,000 biology books that demonstrate that it is not binary.
The reason why the homosexual movement goes to surgery, they like transgender surgery, is that it's not genetic. Because if it were genetic, they wouldn't need a surgery.
If your girlfriend pegs you, it's not exactly gay because your prostate is a stimulant there, I guess. But I would say it's kind of leading into things there, if you know what I mean, Ghost. It's a... Anyway.
So it's artificial. It's against nature. Infinite number.
Have been observed in science by people with far greater understanding.
Did you hear what he said?
Of that subject material.
There's an infinite number of sexes. What biology book did you get that from?
I'm not going to quote a biology book. I don't know.
Do you know Cubans are fleeing to America because it's so horrible to live there? Only white richest Cubans. Because of socialists. That's actually because of socialists. That's not true. It is. I know personally, Cubans. That's why Cubans. That's why Cubans in America. Before socialism and then after socialism, they couldn't survive. You're right. They couldn't socialism because. And guess what? And then socialism came. And then socialism came and destroyed their lives. I do have a question. You know why? Can I ask you a question? Sure. Is there a threat to capitalism in this country? In this country, a death tax. I mean, because like socialism. No argument. I see how it is.
The principles are important because the application.
That's why I want.
Now, folks, as far as socialism is concerned, we do need to have a mix of socialism and capitalism, which is what we already have in the United States. We have Social Security, we have social programs for roads and things like that, but a 100% socialist society or a 100% capitalist or 100% communist society is never going to work. You have to have a mix of socialism. You know, you can't have 100% socialism.
He's like, here.
No, spiders are not asexual.
So the principle.
What is the principle of communism? That's why I want to hear what you oppose a lot about.
Communism is essentially the destruction of private property and the forceful leveling of society to destroy any inequality based on property. That's communism. Even to the point of using force, violence, and killing.
Okay. So
that's communism.
Okay. Well, if that's the argument for what communism is, me, I don't like that. I don't like violence taking away people's stuff. I don't view.
Well, Andy, in a lot of countries where they do have socialist medicine, like Canada, you got to wait a long time to get medical aid and stuff like that, Whereas even though you got to pay for it here in the U.S., you can pretty much get it immediately. So there's advantages and disadvantages. Although we do have a problem with medicine even with that because, you get pneumonia, you end up with like a $200,000 bill if you ain't got no insurance, Look what happened to Mary Lou Retton. She obviously, the people ask why couldn't she pay for it herself? She's not a millionaire, first off. By any means. Nothing makes her a millionaire. Number two, given all the injuries she had from gymnastics, no company is ever going to give her insurance. That's going to be the same with Simone Biles or any other gymnast. They're not going to give those folks insurance. So that's a big issue. You get pneumonia and you don't have any insurance, it's going to cost you the same as Mary Lou Retton, like $100,000 to $200,000. It's horrible. So we do need to work on that,
View anything as like evil or good or bad. Like I'm more just like trying to analyze the different parts of them that make them a worthwhile thing or a not worthwhile thing.
Mass killing.
Well, depending on the question, YouTube may automatically remove your comment or not even display it. So it really depends on what you asked.
Mass killing, bad, agree. Okay, evil, agree. Okay, now we're on the same page, yeah.
Why did 7.5 million Venezuelans flee the country and say that the life there is horrible?
Because the economy collapsed because you can't have your economy rely on only oil.
Do you know what the average wage, you know what the average daily pay grade is in Venezuela?
Do you know that Venezuela is a failed state that doesn't even practice socialism?
It does practice socialism.
Name one.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the dollar value is in any country, specifically. Because you have to remember with the dollar value, things are going to be a lot more or less expensive. That's why people like Tony Hughes is in Thailand. In Thailand, I can literally live like a millionaire. I can get myself a big house and only pay like $700 a month. So with the amount of money they're paying in Venezuela, it equals what the cost of goods are. And not only that, Venezuela is a socialist country, so they get food for free anyway. So
government policy that
obviously neither one of these two know anything about Venezuela.
Venezuela does that is currently socialist.
And they've taken over the oil industry entirely. How come all socialist governments end up in...
No, I couldn't sue Cuban even if those was his shirts. It's due to, it can be used as parody, so I wouldn't have any basis to sue.
An authoritarian.
Well, every socialist author has effectively admitted that force is necessary if you do want socialism. Now, if you want force as a Marxist yourself, I have no problem with you being ideologically consistent and admitting that you want force.
I do. I believe in force.
So you believe in forcing people to become socialists?
No, not forcing people to become socialism. Force to achieve socialism. Revolutionary ideology.
Forced to achieve socialism.
But in revolutionary ideology, you're going to have to kill way more people.
The fact that you're against private property and you're for force basically makes you a dictator.
So do you guys just try to look like Hitler Youth, or is like, what's the deal here?
So where'd you get that from?
Really?
Robert, they're not going to give her insurance. She can't pay $1,000. It doesn't matter how much money she pays, Robert. She can't get any insurance with all the given injuries. They're just not going to give it to her, Robert. Because they know that to keep her on insurance, it's going to be super expensive.
You want to pull Nazism out.
Nazism is socialism.
No, it's not.
I mean, I've dated a ladyboy before, quick pump, which brings me to another thing. Here's the thing as far as the statement about trans women being women and stuff like that. Again, that's a load of BS. And part of the reason being, I've dated trans women before, but you know, I've dated someone that was from Thailand. And you know, one time I did ask her, "What did you want me to call you?" She said, "If you ask any Thailand person any person from Thailand, they'll call themselves a lady boy. They say, 'I am lady boy.' They don't classify themselves as women. You know what I mean? They know good and well that's because they know that they are not real. They're not biological women. You know what I mean?" And when I was going out with her and stuff, she was kind of cute too. I will give you that there, folks. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to tell, you know? You wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, she had her, I mean, the way you could tell a trans woman is the knuckles. You know, the knuckles will always indicate whether someone's trans or not. So no matter how good someone looks, you got to look at two factors. The knuckles and feet, because a lot of trans women are going to always have men's-sized feet. You know what I'm saying? So... But, you know, I dated this time. She said lady boy, you know. She wanted to be called lady boy, you know. Because she knows she's not a biological woman, you know, and so forth. She wanted to be called, if you go out with any, I don't know if you guys go out with any any trans women from Thailand, they want to be called lady boy. They don't get into this mix between trans women or real women and stuff like that, you know. I just want to put that out there, you know. But you guys date who you want to date, you know.
Socialist Workers' Party of Germany. It's in their name. You have property.
No, I've never been to Thailand, but I've dated a couple lady boys there before, so.
And you're looking at the guy that's got nothing. People are like, I don't take that. And yeah, you're oppressing them.
No, it's just by the very fact that I own something, that I'm not saying, hey, you little guy, let me step.
By the way, those Thailand lady boys, I'll tell you right now, they fix breakfast like a motherfucker. I'll tell you right now, they know how to cook. You know what I mean? I ain't got to beg them, you know. After I had, you know, did the business, I woke up in the morning. She had breakfast for me. She even had a freaking hot towel for me. You know what I'm saying? Those lady boys from Thailand, they will treat you right. I'll tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? Had me a hot towel, breakfast, all fixed up, you know, waking up, freshly brewed coffee and stuff, you know. They take care of their man, you know. Me love you a long time, me cook a long time too, you know.
We're not cognizant of.
Can you name a single useful invention that came out of slaves? Nah, for real. There's been a lot of inventions that came from Africa. You know, like the abacus, the compass came from Africa, from Timbuktu and stuff. So, plenty of actual inventions. But you know, this is a mince channel, so I mean, I guess that definitely counts. You know, our people went and sold warring tribes to the white folks here for money. So I mean, they weren't going around capturing them in a net like you see in the movie Roots or anything.
Social phenomena.
So, can you give what you don't have?
But if you have something, you can give. You have property.
That's right.
Look, folks, I'm going to be honest with you. I got I mean, slavery was bad, but guess what, folks? I'm here in America. You know what I mean? So, if my family wasn't brought over, I'd be living in Africa. You know how they treat gay folks in Africa, especially in Uganda and stuff like that, you know? So I'm not going to complain about it, you know what I mean? And besides that, that's close to over 100 and some years ago, you know? I wasn't born a slave, so sometimes you got to get over the past, you know? Brothers need to get over the past. They weren't slaves. They got no whip marks on their back.
Okay. So the prerequisite is property. You can't give what you don't have.
If we all give, if we all actually work together as a society, I'm happy about that. I don't have one.
Without inequality, society dies.
Oh, so you just naturally want us to be
It's a fact of life. We are not equal. Starting by the fact that you're a woman and I'm a man.
Okay, so that's so fair.
Do you agree that we're different?
Frank, in that Halloween show, I was wearing a pink wig, actually. I wore the cheapest thing I could find at a Halloween store.
Yeah, but I think two trees are different. Does that really mean that they're that different, that it's an issue?
Those differences are fundamentally necessary for harmony to exist in society.
When an autistic kid, it was like, it's not black and white. She had kids at home. She was taking care of, and she didn't have enough money to have enough. I mean, there's just stories. It's just so.
Isn't the human life more precious than money?
See, you're not even. You have to bring up a kid.
I'm telling you.
You have.
Honestly, folks, I'm against abortion, but for killing babies. That way, both parties can be mad at me. I'm just joking. I try to stay out of situations like that. I think it's a woman's choice. I mean, I would prefer that they actually keep the baby, but my idea of pro-life, folks, is, taking care of the baby after they're born. People think about while they're in the womb, but once they are born, a lot of the GOP just simply ignore the woman, and stuff. They don't provide any assistance, and a lot of women get abortions because they feel that other people won't be able to provide assistance.
A precious baby more important than money. Isn't your life more important than money?
You're not getting it. Why do you think you know better?
Because every baby is innocent. They don't deserve the death penalty.
Okay, babies are starving. I'm a nurse. Babies are starving. They're not taken care of.
Why would you give the innocent baby the death penalty just because of a financial need?
Okay.
Why are you in favor of the death penalty for...
Folks, an acorn is not a tree, okay? That's all I gotta say. An acorn is not a tree. If I jerk off and I'm shooting my nut all over the place, does that mean that I killed 1,000 babies? Think about that for a minute.
I'm selfish. I'm selfish.
I throw something at them.
What's that?
Nothing.
Why would you want to throw something at them? Is that what you said?
I said I would like to. I wouldn't.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's better to have respectable debate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I wish they had respect for women.
Oh, they do. Because abortion kills men and women. So.
It also kills women's lives.
Yeah, exactly, because they're unborn
Constantly.
babies that are female. Do you admit that it's actually a child in the womb?
No.
No?
I don't.
So science
Up
disagrees with you.
Up until 24 weeks, it's
24
not
weeks?
viable. It's not a baby.
But people in hospitals aren't viable either without the help of a doctor. Do they deserve the right to life?
It depends on the quality of their lives. I'm for assisted dying.
Pretty libertarian. And you would probably want the baby to have the baby's choice then. Be a libertarian.
As far as assisted dying is concerned, I think people should have a choice as far as death of dignity. If someone has terminal cancer and they're in pain and suffering and stuff like that, I mean, I'm going to fight till the very end, but, it's a matter of choice here, I mean, I'm not agreeing. I mean, they're not committing suicide. They're dying, back in World War I and World War II, when someone's got all blown off, sometimes, soldiers would put the people out of their misery and stuff, I think people should just hang on, but again, these are decisions. It's no different than abortion. I think women should be responsible for making that decision because they're the ones that's got to carry the baby, not me. I'm a man, I'm not going to have a baby. By the way, men cannot get pregnant, That's another one of those right-wing stupid things, or excuse me, left-wing things. Just remember, at the end of the day, the left wing and the right wing are on the same bird.
No, I don't think a fetus at 6 weeks counts.
Well, if anything, Eric, I'm going to probably take the images from the shirts and sell them myself and just have the site removed. I mean, they're good design shirts, Other than the 8 shirt, I like the other 3. So I think I'll keep those for myself.
When does life begin in your understanding?
When a child is born.
You don't think human life is conceptual? Yeah. what do you have to base that on? Because biologists like Mark Giovanni says that it starts with conception.
If it's not a child, what is it?
Well, at a certain point, it's a zygote. At a certain
Zygote means embryo.
It's an
in Greek.
embryo, okay, sure.
It's Greek for embryo.
And then it's a fetus.
A
and then
fetus
it's
is Latin
it's a
for
child
baby.
one.
You could use different words for baby, but it doesn't dehumanize it.
So, yeah, well, hope you change your mind, because it's murder. We're here to stop it.
Fair enough. Glad you guys got boys. Hope you have a good day. The weather's not bad.
Nope, it's not.
So,
although a lot of babies will never see the sun. We're here to make sure that they can.
That's how that logic flows. Okay, I'm heading out.
I think it's something in between, but I don't think it's a human being.
An unborn child
Are you
could
for
dance
that?
in its mother's womb to the sound of music. It hears its mother's voice. It reacts.
Yeah.
The baby laughs when it hears the mother's laugh.
I like the shirts, Eric. I don't, you know, I just want to get. I just want the money for myself, you know.
It's an animal.
I mean, they're quite creative. I told Mintstone that, so.
A baby's not an animal.
I very much disagree with you, and I think what you're doing is horrible.
We think saving lives is wonderful.
Yes.
What about the one baby that's killed every 24 seconds in this country? Are you for or against that?
I'm for a woman's right to choose what she
You're
does with her own body.
you're for the baby being killed.
I'm for women. I feel like there should be women on this line. I'm
if
for
we
the
were-
ability to choose.
If we were women, would it change your mind?
What?
If we were women, would it change your mind?
No, I believe that
Then why is that
women
an
have
argument?
their right to I'm going to go
We're
to
here to-
class
we're here to
so I
defend
can do
them.
something more impressive than this.
More impressive. What's more impressive than saving lives?
Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception.
Pray for us.
Saint Michael.
Pray for us.
I think that was an alright video there. But yeah, I mean, an acorn is not a tree. If I bust a nut on your face, did I just throw 1,000 babies on your face or in your eyeball or something? You know, these are things you got to consider. You know what I mean? They really are. All right, folks, we got 14 minutes left, so get your questions in. Gonna close it out at 10. Of course, I always got to do the Bowl. Well, Eric, I don't have to pay anything for spring.com. It's free. It wouldn't cost me anything. Plus, I have a website to back up, you know, the selling of the shirts. Like I said, they're creative shirts. Other than the H shirt, I think they're pretty creative. I mean, I could probably do a better design than that. Hey, Lamar, what's up? We checked out some of your boxing there. You feeling good about going into the match? Robert. Yeah, I don't think that'll get over pretty well as far as women not being allowed to vote. I don't think they would like that too much. Nope, 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 nope. Well, Eric, I can't do a lawsuit because it's a parody. You can't sue over parody, so there's not really anything I can do. I can have the only thing I can do is have the spreadsheet removed or so forth. But I am going to take some of those pictures and I'm going to use it for my, you know, that's actually a good idea, you know. Hopefully I can find a company that can actually sell them for a little less than $19.99, but oh well. Hey, Exploring Angel, what's up? January 6th, it wasn't an insurrection. They weren't coming in with guns, but it wasn't a protest or riot. The best way I can describe it, it was just a really fucked up situation that should have never happened. What three things have grown my channel? Well, there's just only one thing, Quick Pump, and that's just being myself. And doing my own thing. That's what's actually grown my channel. You know, I don't do any SEO or any of that stuff, you know. I don't try to inflate my subscriber numbers or anything like that, you know. The people that subscribe, I mean, are people that, you know, watch my shorts and watch my videos. I mean, I get more views than channels that have 30 or 40,000 subscribers listed. I think Dale did, actually. I think he actually did. But folks, if you're going to start your channel, the best thing you need to do is don't try to get too many subscribers. Just be yourself. Your channel will naturally grow. You know, it's just going to take a lot longer to do so. Green apple, red. Oh, boy. Well, SA, thanks for subscribing to the Great Ones channel. Tacos in the chat. You know, usually Wednesdays after I take my juice, I go, there's a little place in the West Greenville district. They have some banging ass empanadas. I mean, I love those. I'll get some empanadas, then I'll go work out and stuff, or vice versa. But usually I take my Sepanate in the morning, and then I hit the gym, and then I go out and grab something to eat, you know. Tacos are good with beer. I don't think anyone should get banned for... Oh, thanks for subscribing, Bike. Explode Angel, I don't think anyone should get banned for freedom of speech. Got too many people, mostly left-wing, that wants to not only ban your speech, but they want to change what you think, you know, or so forth. They want to force you to think the way they want to think. I mean, take a look at Dave Chappelle, you know what I mean? They're complaining about him making transgender jokes, but they sat back and laughed when he was making nigger jokes on the Chappelle show. You know what I mean? It's being a hypocrite. It's, you know, they laughed at him when he was making jokes about blacks and himself. Then all of a sudden he makes some transgender jokes, you know. I mean, if they're getting busted up over Dave Chappelle's jokes, which, you know, or so forth, just imagine if they went to an Andrew Dice Clay show, or an actual Eddie Murphy, old school Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor. Andrew Dice Clay would literally tear them to pieces. I guess that's that generation. They ain't got enough constitution. Look, if you don't like a comedian, you don't have to go listen to him, you know? You don't. I don't pay for Netflix, so I've not seen the Chappelle show, you know? Or I've not seen the Chappelle comedy tours or anything. If you don't like someone's comedy, just don't leave. Don't go to an Andrew Dice Clay if you're too big of a sissy in order to get offended, you know. That's what comedians are supposed to do. They're supposed to be offensive. You know, at least the good comedians. It's okay to laugh at yourself, you know what I mean? I sat through a lot of comedians. They were making gay jokes left and right and stuff like that. Did I have a problem with it? No. Because I knew what I was going to expect when I walk in there. You know what I'm saying? I know that. I've even had a comedian joke about me being queer and stuff. Went and roasted me for like, what, 5 minutes and stuff? It's a comedy show, folks. You know? Get over it. I don't know why people can't simply turn off the TV or anything. Getting all upset over some comedians doing their job, actually. you know? Dragon, I try to stay out of that Hamas and Israel business, you know. Because I got a lot of Jewish friends. I got a couple of Muslim friends, you know, and stuff. I'm like, I hope you... the only thing I got to say about that is I hope you two groups work it out. Sometimes it's best just to stay out of it, you know. So I'm going to stay my black ass out that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Patrice O'Neal, I'm not a fan of his. He went off on Bill Cosby. That's, you know, of course they took advantage of it. Oh yes, Pug, there's still plenty of places around here with Confederate flags. There's a restaurant that is about 5 miles away from me that actually has a Confederate flag waving outside the restaurant. Black folks go in there too. And then there was another restaurant called Maurice's. I'm not sure if that's open or not. They used to have a Confederate flag up there, and then they got on the news and stuff. So, BG's moving to Ottawa. I didn't know he was moving. Because I don't know Canada that well, I can't really have an opinion on something like that. But yeah, people need to thicken up their skin a little bit and learn how to turn off the TV, you know, and read a book or listen to the radio. Robert, everyone knew what Bill Cosby was doing for 50 years, and they let him get away with it because he was giving them money and stuff. They slept with Bill Cosby so they can advance their careers, Robert. No different than some women sleeping with the CEO at a company in order to advance their career. You know? You think, I mean, take a look at the Vince McMahon situation. I mean, a lady's gonna spend years taking a shit and having dildos shoved up her ass named after wrestlers. Wouldn't you have reported that to the cops? You know? Pugman, my cousin does need to buy a house with all that crap he has in it. But I'm not sure whether he has the money or not. I mean, he still gets a lot of donations and stuff. But, you know, that's his finances. He makes a lot of money off donations, so. And I've said before that he makes 2 to 3 times more than I do, even when I had my job at Verizon. It's just that I spend my money a lot more conservatively and more frugally. See, it doesn't matter if you make $100,000. If you make $100,000 and you spend $105,000 every year, you're losing money. You know? My home is already paid for. My cars are paid for. You know, so I have minimal needs other than the internet service for running the live streams, you know, in order to get by. I don't need anything fancy. All I need is good cigars, good coffee, good alcohol, and most importantly, good friends. That's all you need in this world. I don't need at least that's for me. I don't need fancy cars, big houses, or shit like that, you know. I'm a simple person. If I have a good cigar and some good cognac and stuff, I'm perfectly fine. That's just me. I can't get caught up too much on financial things because at one point in my life, I used to chase money, worked like 3 jobs and stuff, and I made a ton of money, drove a 300ZX, wore expensive clothes. But it was very hard to maintain that, you know. And the truth of the matter is I make more money now than I did before. And the point of that is because I put more money in the bank. Right now I'm trying to put a lot more money in my retirement, thus the reason why I'm going back to work, folks. Which starts on February 12th, by the way. But I still got to do all this training and stuff. And even then, when I get there, I have to do another 3 months of training. Yeah, he's renting. He's probably going to end up renting the house instead of buying it. Pugman, houses in Canada are kind of expensive. But folks, it is 10 o'clock p.m. And that is the end of Earl Grey Tuesday, which will become the Tuesday Smoke and Chat. He'll probably rent the house, Pugman. I think he's going to rent it. So, folks, as always, I do want to thank Pugman. I want to thank Poopy Doop for donating. I want to thank everybody else for donating as well. I want to thank everybody also for joining me on the show. If I missed your name or so forth, thank you as well, folks. So, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work. I got a couple other things I need to do. But you guys, y'all have a good night. And as always, peace and soul. I'm working in the healthcare industry, Robert, as an advisor.